Hello guys, welcome to Auntie Nell's Kitchen. And for those of you that have come back to my kitchen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. I appreciate all of your support. Hit that like and subscribe button to my channel, please. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to make ginger plum salmon with a garlic butter pasta. So I want to show you how to make this recipe so you can enjoy it at home yourself. And I'm sorry guys, I just can't type out everything, and for obvious reasons that those of you that follow me know why. But I had a good morning, so I feel sassy today. So I'm wearing one of my sassy aprons. And let me show you guys, I feel sassy with my stilettos. Even though I can't wear stilettos, I still feel sassy because I am a girly girl. So come on in, take a seat, or continue to stand. Anyway, when you're in my kitchen, you're my family. It's like being at home, okay? So let's get started. Well, your main star of the show will be salmon. These are salmon fillets. I get them at Sam's. They come, they're wild caught. I don't buy anything but wild caught. They're skinless. I like the skinless. So they come like this in portion cryo packs. And make sure your salmon, you do need to wash it off. And make sure it's dry, pat it out with some paper towels. Now, to make the ginger plum sauce, you're going to need, where's my brain fog time. I don't know what I did with it. I can't remember. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, Jesus help me. I put it back. You're going to need plum sauce. Now this is you're going to need the 10-ounce jar of plum sauce, and this is Key. This is one of the main brands I buy when I'm buying sauces and things. I love this brand. I get it at my Asian grocery store. You're going to need this. This is 9.2 ounce jar. This is going to be your base. You're going to need 1/3 cup of water, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Now you can use fresh ginger if you please, or you can use this garlic, or you can use this ginger. Now if you're using this ginger, make sure you just grab the ginger and leave the juice in here, because sometimes I actually just use the juice for certain recipes. Make sure you just use the juice. The ginger. And moving on, friends. You're going to need 1 1/2 teaspoons of lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon if you want to. This is bottled lemon juice. It works just as well because it's lemon juice. You're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. Not light brown. Please do not use light brown. You need dark brown. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. That's right, 2 tablespoons of ketchup. You're going to need a teaspoon and a half of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar and distilled vinegar are 2 different things. You use rice vinegar. I get this in my Asian store. I've never bought it out of a standard grocery store. Okay, now we're going to move on. Okay, let's get cooking. Get your saucepan. We're going to get our sauce going first. We're going to go ahead and add our Oh, you need some seeds, sesame seeds for garnish. I like roasted. I like the roasted sesame seeds better. I get those at my Asian store. All my ingredients for Asian all come from my little Asian grocery store. So we're going to get started on this cooking. We'll start with your base. Don't worry, guys. Everything that comes from a store, I bring it home, and I have a sink of bleach mixture. I have 2 caps of bleach to a gallon and a half of water in hot water, and I wipe everything off before it goes in my cabinet or my fridge. Okay, I'm gonna turn my heat down on low. Gonna add my water. We're gonna get all our ingredients in here. And now I'm gonna change utensils because you're gonna need a whisk. This was just to make sure I got all that goodness out. Y'all know how I am about that leaving goodness. Silicone whisk. If it's a stainless steel, you can just use you can use your metal. But this stainless, if it's non-stick, you don't want to mess up the coating of your pot. Just add all your ingredients in. You definitely want to make sure that brown sugar is incorporated in there. You're going to whisk all this together because this is going to be your base. Get this all boiled. And this is enough for these 2 fillets. And I just want to get this to a boil because you don't need to cook this. Throw these away for a little cleanup. Got my coffee going. Let me get this going over here. That's all I wanted. I just needed to get to a boil to infuse these ingredients. That's all I want. I just wanted a boil. Not really a boil, just to simmer around the edges. Okay, I can move this over. Now let's start on our salmon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say, salmon doesn't do well on high heat. And what I'm going to do, I just want to sear my salmon. So I'm going to add a little olive oil. Let this pan heat up a little bit. Okay, medium size olive oil. I kill me. Medium. Let's let this heat up and I'll be right back. I'm just going to let this heat up a little. Okay. One thing I'm going to put on this salmon is a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of salt. If I can get the top off. That's it. Just a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. Salt of your choice. Okay. And what I'm going to do to the salmon, I'm going to take the salmon, I'm put this side down. And make sure your pan is hot. The pan needs to be hot. Just so you get the perfect sear. Throw that over there for the housekeeping. I got my pan. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I ain't trying to wash all them doggone dishes. I'm not tiring myself out. And I can't. No. That ain't happening. All I want is a sear. No, baby. Auntie not tiring herself out. Be right back once I get that perfect sear I want. See, guys, I got the sear. Got the sear that I was looking for. I'm going to sear the other side. Look at that golden, that beautiful light brown. And see, the reason why I seared it this side down with the seasoning, so I can sear that salt and pepper on there. Now, you can season both sides if you like. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. But I like to sear both my sides. Give me my extra gloves. And salmon is a very delicate fish. I can digest this so well. I eat a lot of it. I eat a lot of it. Okay, come back when I get this sear on the other side. I turn my stove off because I got that sear that I want on this side. Can you see, guys? See, my friends? Look at there. I did spray my pan that's lined with some foil. Told y'all, I'm not washing all them doggone dishes. This pan and this sauce pot is enough. Move this out the way. See this? And what I'm going to do, because I'm going to cook this for 15 minutes. And I got my conventional oven set on convection, so it's going to cook it pretty fast. That's what I love about that thing. So what I'm going to do here was my water cup. I'm going to take, this is about 3/4 cup. Yes, people. All that Pyrex, Vision Ware, that glass stuff, that's been packed up for a couple of years. I'm washing all the dishes. Not even for YouTube. They're pretty. I love them. I just can't do it. You have to adapt your life according to what all you can do. I said I love cooking. I don't like washing dishes. I'm so glad whoever created the dishwasher, they deserve them and their, what do you call the people that get, airs? Okay, I punched the hole so it can you know what I mean. So I'm going to put this in over there for 15 minutes and we'll be back. And then we're going to start saucing so we can get that glaze on there. I'm back, guys. And look at the salmon. See, that's what I was saying. I added a little water in the pan to keep it dry, not dry, to make sure it remained moist. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Look at there. See how moist that is? It's not dry. Because when you just broil it on top of the stove, and to me, you increase the dryness up. You increase dry. And so what I'm going to do, because I just need to broil this, I'm going to pour this liquid off. And I'm going to get my glaze. Got the glaze. I'm going to spoon the glaze on here. And this will be my first broil. I want a heavy broil for this first glaze, and after this is done, I'll be right back. Guys, I decided to use my blowtorch to broil this top for my first broil, so I'm going to glaze it again and bring the old Now the reason you're gonna have some extra glaze left, which is good. You can use that to you're gonna have extra left, which, like I said, it's a good thing because you can use that to put on your meat, put on your salmon. It's crystallizing. This is just a quicker method for me. Now this blowtorch, guys, is for the kitchen. This is not for it's for the kitchen. Be sure I turn this off. And voila, you have your ginger plum salmon. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. Now we get ready to start on our garlic butter pasta. And this is really simple and quick, because I'm going to show you what I'm using. I get it at Sam's. I'm going to be using this. This is great for your garlic bread, but this is garlic butter with Parmesan cheese and basil. It's by chamois. I get it at Sam's. Okay, you're not going to work. I guess I need a good steel spoon. I should have let it set out, but that's all right. I know that look like a lot, huh? Don't matter, because I'm finna pour some more in. I sure did. I'm gonna get this all heated up. I know it look like a lot. I guess it would be. Go ahead, and I already got my pasta cooked. So I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to my pasta while this melts down, and then we'll be right back together again. Okay, got all that goodness going. You know butter evaporate too. Get this pasta. It's seasoned with black pepper. This ain't gonna work for me. Give my spoon back. And I'm gonna toss this completely in through all that garlic butter, because I want to make sure all that goodness gets in here. I'm gonna toss this around and I'll be right back. All right, that pasta is all tossed in, all that garlic butter, it's all through there. You just smell it. It smells really, really good. And your pasta is not fried. See if you are concerned about, because it's cook your pasta ahead of time and rinse it with cold water so you can stop it from cooking, because you're only going to cook your pasta to al dente. And because when you're doing this, you're going to be cooking it a little more. And I suggest use the spaghetti. I made a mistake and grabbed the wrong storage tube, because this is vermicelli. So it may be the angel hair. I didn't read the tube. I just grabbed one. But we're going to plate this. Let me get a plate. Let me get this plate and we'll be right back, and I'll show you what everything looks like. All right, guys, I present to you the ginger plum salmon. Very delicious. The garlic butter pasta. You can use any type of pasta you want. And if you can't find that, you can take butter, not margarine, butter, and throw in some fresh garlic or garlic cloves if you like that heavy taste of garlic, or the minced garlic or garlic powder, and some Parmesan cheese, the hard cheese, not the powdery stuff. And you can throw all that together and make you a garlic butter sauce. And the only thing I add a little salt and pepper. The only thing I added to this was just, some salt, a little bit of salt. And that's all I seasoned this with, was some salt and pepper. But here it is, guys. Look at there. Beautiful. And here's your pasta. So here it is. You know what broccoli look like. So thank you for joining in while I made this wonderful dish for you, and I hope you make it for yourself, for your family and friends. I really appreciate your support to my channel. Like and subscribe that button. Hugs and kisses to all of you. Love you guys. Until the next upload. See you later. Bye.